Okay, here comes the next piece for us to work on. Here it is. A nice record player. In the meantime, I've left the radio on over here. I'm waiting to see if the hum will return. The 5Y3 rectifier. Let me just see if I have one of those. Oops. I know how those crashing sounds make it sound like everything's falling apart on the video, but I assure you, nothing funny was going on there. Now, I wanted to take a quick look and prepare myself in case this radio starts humming and I want to switch the power supply to right away and see if that's the cause. The rectifier tube. And for the life of me, I can't spot my box of tubes that has those. Well, forget that. Wait a minute, I may actually have one. I may actually have one right here. 5Y3. Okay, so we're well outfitted for 5Y3s. Oh man, lots of them. And guess what? This would be a 5Y3. And that's a 5U4. I think this might be an older version of the 5Y4. Okay, so we have lots of rectifier tubes to try. Glad I spotted those, but still no hum. Now, there's some kind of a wax on there. I thought it was broken. I don't know. Ooh, clunk. Something didn't feel right there. Oh man. And with the record stabilizer arm over there, this thing should choose to play again. There it goes. The arm like that. It should choose to stop. Wow, that's a tough hill to climb. Take a powerful motor to turn that. And we did not hear a strong click off. It's quite common on these. Don't know if you can see that turning on its own very slowly back. And it's just, this is also pretty tough to move up and down, so we're looking at the usual lubrication problems. Pretty cool. You can just set this player down and it has these feet, if you like. Manufactured by Audio Tool and Engineering Limited, Toronto, Canada. 25 cycle. Okay, this is actually a beautiful piece of plastic. Oh! Oh, 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 oh. Look at that. The planter's not locked in. So I'm looking for dents in the... Hey, come on down here. Spend all your time up there. So I'm looking for dents in the rubber. Flat spots. This looks very good. This looks really, really good. Yeah, this is a very good one. Really feeling how the mechanism moves. The strength of the spring. That's pretty good. The spring is pretty good. That's not very good. That's so-so. Motor seems to be pretty good. I've got to take this off and give them a clean up. Yeah, it's very resistant. This guy too. I'll do them both. That's pretty good. Spins pretty free. This shaft, this one right here. This one's hard to be sure about because its motion is so limited, and the leverage here is very high. You have a lot of leverage on this, so it's very hard to get a feel for how sticky this is, and doesn't matter anyway. Probably not. I guess you could argue if it doesn't bother me doing this. Yeah, maybe we should pull that off too. I mean, it's pretty harmless to clean these things up. They can only help them. So I got a little cotter pin here to pull. Which I did not lose. Very good. That's a pretty small thing. I want to make sure I put this into a container. Lift this off now. Comes off very easy. Very easy. It looks like it's mostly, I would say, we're looking right at this one now. Mostly dried grease right at the top, and maybe right at the bottom too, down here. The shaft itself looks pretty good. So what I like to clean things like this with is alcohol. Alcohol and Somewhere along the lines I forgot where I keep my Q-tips, but I have one. Now I'm still having some trouble with my video setup here. It looks like the, see? A little too bright, eh? Man. It looks like when I run the video camera, it overloads the processor. I'm staying away from that goop at the top until I have to take it on. I'm not getting the bottom very well. The Q-tip's kind of the wrong shape to get in that corner. Okay, so I'll get all this gook out of here, the old stuff. Yeah, I'm looking over at the image on my computer, and what the camera sees is a fairly well lit scene, and what my eyeball sees is an area really too dark. Like right now, for sure, with my own hand shadow in the way, I can't see really what I'm doing. And if I put the light on my eyeball needs, the camera will be overloaded. Okay, that's good. Now, so we'll sort of do the grubby job with this dirty pick. Oh, surprise. Another one. But then I'm going to have to find where I put these. Where did I put these? Yeah, I'm not getting any more of this out. This guy's done. Now I thought I had very cleverly put some where they would be right at my fingertips instantly. So there probably are right here, right in front of me somewhere, where as usual I can't find it because it's just... silly situation. It's not like I don't have a lot of them, too. Bingo. Okay. Let's see how come I couldn't find them. Now we'll get a little clean alcohol. So I don't know what this black stuff is here. It's not really cleaning off. Yeah, I don't know what that is. There's two belts that run on this machine. Two very small rubber belts. And this machine, the belts aren't here anymore because in my preliminary examination, the belts were so stretched and loose, they just literally were sitting at the bottom of where they're supposed to be, and I just took them away. And for the life of me, I could not find the replacement belts, which I know are around. So I don't have any belts to actually run this, but that's not stopping me from doing all the rest of the cleanup and maintenance. So you want to get all the old stuff out of there. Make a bit of a mess. Okay. Might as well put that guy right back together. So for this, a little touch of oil. And I'm going to put a little bit of grease on the top of that, too. Not that much. It's still a little bit too much there, but yeah. Okay. Remove just a little of that. And that's good. Just a tiny amount there. Now, if you're all wondering, wow, that's pretty good. Why are you doing that? I have to say, for no good reason, really. And there we go. I like a little grease on there because I think the grease will live longer, if you like, than the oil. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! We don't want that flying around. This one seems to be pretty dry, really, like there's no lubrication. Oh, I forgot to put those two washers back in. There they are in there. I find one of the best tools for scraping some things, paint off of plastic and stuff like that, is the fingernail. I'm sure everybody would agree that it's really a very effective scraping tool, except you make a mess of your fingers. Okay. This shaft didn't seem to be as dirty or have dried lubricant on it. Look at that. It stayed clean. Okay. Put a little grease in the bottom of this one. Down you go. Up. One drop. The excess. Just a tiny bit of grease. Just to give me a good feeling. I'm going to put on the clip. It's a bit of an unusual way of doing it, but it works. And we got to take the other one off, unfortunately. Because we have to put those washers in. Washers are in. Here. Put a little dab of grease right in here. Okay, let's now I've already done the motor bearings, so I'm sorry I can't put that on video for you to see. They're all very, very similar, but I did those down at the main shop before bringing this to my home shop to continue with it. So that's a little bit too bad. Let's try the speed adjustment here. The speed adjustment is pretty good. Now when you're examining a turntable like this, and you don't have the platter on it, this is not in the place, in the position it would be in, because the platter pushes it a little bit in. So that would be 78 spinning on here. This is spinning quickly, and it's belted down onto these, so these spin slower. They have roughly the same diameter here on the outside. A little bit bigger on these. Well, of course, that's all carefully selected to achieve a certain gearing ratio and get the speeds it's supposed to have. So this thing will operate on 78 because the belts that are not in it don't need to be in it. Now, have you noticed the radio? No hum. So, very curious about that. I could have had that playing on shortwave all this time. Very weak station there, eh? Perfect. That's just what we want. Something nice and quiet in the background. Put the platter on. I think I'm just going to break the video right at this point and continue in the next video.